Welcome to Learning with Lifestreaming. I am Jessica Mullen, and today I'm talking about my MFA exhibition. But first, I'd like to mention, look at my cute haircut. Doesn't that look good? I went to Birds on 6th, and it's like Supercuts for hipsters. $25 for this haircut. And I got 2 people to work on my bangs and fix them. So I'm very happy with that. I just finished installing my MFA exhibition for the University of Texas Design Division. I wallpapered an entire 32, how big is it? It's like, the long walls are 32 feet. Wallpapered the whole room with my Lifestream. And I coded my Lifestream so that the different posts for exercise, food, spirituality, Lifestream design, and finances were color-coded differently. So finance posts were colored green, Lifestream design posts were colored teal and on. I did that so that when you walk in, you can get a gist of where I've spent my time the last 2 years. So the Lifestream starts from something like July of 2008, right before I entered the UT design program, and it ends a few days ago, maybe last Thursday. I think I ended it when I was just about to print the Lifestream. So the Lifestream prints ended up being over 1,500 pages, 3 reams of paper. I used an extraordinarily large amount of ink, maybe like, I don't know, 20 cartridges, but that's 20 cartridges of yellow, magenta, blue, black. So after hanging everything, after printing everything, I realized that most of my, or the vast majority of my Lifestream is about food. And that's okay. I'm feeling that. I feel like after doing this for the 2 years, if that's the one thing that I spent most of my time on was figuring out how to eat right, then that's okay with me. That's good. I'm happy about that. I feel like there's no better thing I could have tried to fix in my life, I suppose. Food is something that everyone does every day, 3 times a day at minimum, right? Not everyone does that, I guess, but in America, 3 meals daily is pretty standard. And so if it's something that we all do every day, and we do it multiple times a day, and really what we eat affects the rest of our lives. It affects how we feel, it affects how we think, it affects how we feel about ourselves, and it affects our physical appearance. So I feel like it's been really great to focus on that, and to really, I've learned so much from documenting my food. My main triumphs, I guess, from it, or the main things that I've taken away from it, was to stop eating high fructose corn syrup and to eat a vegan diet. And now I'm moving more into a raw diet. And it's like purely for how it makes me feel. I just feel like I'm so much healthier now. So that's the biggest outcome of this Lifestream for the past 2 years, is that now I eat right. And it's weird to say that that's what I got out of grad school, but you know what? I'll take it. So I was in a terrible mood earlier from hanging this show, because there were so many problems and there were so many things that I could have done differently. So I printed out my Lifestream on 8.5 by 11 inch pieces of paper, and I printed them borderless so that, there's not borders or margins. I ended up having to overlap the sheets of paper because the staple gun, I used a staple gun with finishing nails in it to hang the pages. When I hung just a single 8.5 by 11 sheet, the sheet tended to come off the wall, like the nail head just wasn't big enough to hold the paper on. So I ended up having to layer or overlap the sheets so that the thickness of the 2 pieces of paper, it kind of held it in place better. So I did that, and But I didn't account for that in the printing. In the printing, I did it like, I butted up page to page, and so I ended up having to overlap so many like text entries and just straight up losing big chunks of text, headlines, all sorts of things, just lost to the overlap. And I also like did a lot of miscalculation, if you can believe it, about how many pages I needed to fill a column. So I ended up having to do some weird things with spacing and overlapping and taking posts out that didn't fit. So I feel like I really fucked with my data set. Like, what I hung on the wall as a data set, it's kind of mangled. And you can get the big picture, and I'm happy with it. I think it's a successful demonstration, I suppose. But there are so many things that I would do differently next time. And it was pissing me off so bad. But I think I'm okay with it now. I never would have learned these things if I hadn't tried to do it in the first place, right? So it was, it's an experiment. It's not really a work in progress because it is done and I will never do it again. But so many things I would have done differently. So if you go see the show, know that I'm aware of the mistakes and the columns that don't line up perfectly and the overlap text that kind of makes some things unreadable, and the awkward spacing. I know about all of that. I wanted to put something on the wall that was like, errata, my mistakes, here's the things I fucked up. But I feel like admitting my mistakes will just call attention to them when maybe people won't notice anyway. And I was going to do some other things like allow people to write on the sheets to make comments, but fuck that. It'd be nice, but I can't deal with it anymore. And I was going to like have a guest book because I really wanted to mention that, yeah, I printed out all these pages and yeah, I killed a lot of trees, but when I take the show down, I'm going to turn the pages into sketchbooks. So how I'm going to do that, I'm going to basically cut the sheets in half and spiral bind them with a cover. So then I can sell those sketchbooks. So I'm going to recycle the pages so it's not a total waste. What else? And then I wanted to have like a guest book and business cards and blah, 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 but that's not happening. All I want people to get from the show is to maybe go to my website and check out Subversive Lifestream, and maybe what I really want is for other people to feel like maybe they want to live stream too, because that's what I love to see most, is other people sharing their lives online. And that's what I hope people get out of it is, yeah, this girl did this and she learned these things from it, but I want people to basically want to feel like doing it themselves. And maybe they won't, because a lot of the shit that is up there, I can see other people not wanting to do it. And I feel a little weird with a lot of that stuff on the wall, but c'est la fucking vie. And I'm happy it's over, and I'm proud of it, and I learned a lot, and I hope you can come see it. It's the opening is Saturday at 6 o'clock, 6 to 9, at the CRL on Martin Luther King Road, Boulevard, Avenue, Street, in Austin, Texas. So I hope to see you there. And I'll take some really good photos, hopefully tomorrow, of the space so you can see them better. Thanks for watching.